Welcome back everybody, Maverick here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo, and today we are in the Forest of Illusion. Now I spent a ton of time here, in the Forest of Illusion as a kid, as many people did, trying to figure out how to get out of here. I went in circles, going around and around and around, thinking like, how the hell do I get out of here? Well, the problem is, there's 5 levels with secret exits, and since we're about halfway through the game is starting to challenge you. To get through this area, you have to beat one of the levels via a secret exit. It's not easy to find, so let's just jump on into Forest of Illusion 1, which does have a secret exit. We'll do the regular exit first. It's hard, I gotta keep track of all the exits we're gonna be doing. Make sure I don't accidentally progress without doing one of them, because there's so many. Alright, a couple new enemies, this caterpillar being the most notable. You can jump on them, but that just makes them angry. But you can eat them with Yoshi. Alright, 3 of them in a row here. Yoshi's filling up. Alright, now if you can get a star out of this, we can kill a ton of enemies and bag ourselves a bunch of extra lives. Here we go, watch this. Boom, 1 up, 2 up, 1 up, 2 up. 1 up, 2 up, 1 up. That's a ton of extra lives. Now, because I was so fixated on getting those 1-ups, I did not mention that below us you can see the secret exit, and that question mark block holds the key to that exit. We'll come back and do that at a later date, mostly because this little pea balloon, which makes you inflate, also makes you lose your Yoshi, so I'm uninterested in losing my Yoshi. Also uninterested in getting that pea balloon, but it doesn't seem to be going away. Alright, hop up here, and we're going to have ourselves a pretty relaxed opportunity to try to max ourselves out on this end level gate. 29. Not great, not terrible. So that is the regular exit for Forest of Illusion 1. Now, Forest of Illusion 2, a water level, also has a secret exit, and I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to do the secret exit on this one because I don't particularly like this level. I think it's a tough level. It's laggy, there's tons of enemies, and so while I have Yoshi, I'm just going to try to knock it out. And the reason it's laggy is because the game has so much trouble processing. Oh, so look at this, there's just urchins everywhere, there's regular fish everywhere. And soon, when you get to the area which houses the secret exit, where you really need a little bit more control, there's Rip Van Fish around every corner, and the game just it struggles so much. Well, you'll see when we get there. I do not like this level for that reason. Alright, now these urchins you can't kill with anything except for one of these blue blocks right here. And while you're on Yoshi, you can't even use the blue blocks, so can't kill the urchins. You can swim like a rocket when you're swimming upwards. I don't know why that's possible, but you see how fast we went when we shot upwards right there? Alright, that's Rip Van Fish, by the way. Him and his pals will show up all throughout this level. Nice duck. Alright, the urchins aren't so bad. You just kind of have to wait on them every once in a while. Alright, we are approaching Lag Fest. This is the lag zone. Watch out. Look at this crap. Alright, now this is where the... You know what? Rip Van Fish, get your ass over here. I'm gonna eat you. God. Okay, there we go. So this is where the secret exit is. Doesn't look like you can go past this wall, but you can. It's a miracle that we made it out of there without getting hit by Rip Van Fish. Okay, and that'll take us to the Blue Switch Palace. Which there's always some gimmick, right, about these look, there's 2 P-switches. I don't give a shit about either of the P-switches. I just want to get my blue switch and go home. I don't care about letting those spiky shelled enemies coming down. I just want my blue switch. I'm a simple man. And we have 61 lives. I know the whole point of letting those enemies down and hitting the P-switch is to somehow maximize the number of extra lives you get, but unnecessary here. Alright, just to keep track of it, I'll go ahead and finish this via the regular exit 2. And then we'll go back to Forest of Illusion 1. Alright, if I lose Yoshi, I will kill a few urchins with the blue blocks. Hopefully I don't lose Yoshi though, I'd like to keep him around. Okay, gosh. The fish and urchin timing is not being kind to me. Alright, here we go. Come on down here. Now the secret exit really did prevent us from going through the hardest part of this level. At the end, it's like, I don't know, maybe 10 Rip Van Fish. And as you go by them, they all wake up. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in a video game as far as like nightmare fuel. I already don't like water levels. I already don't like Rip Van Fish. And they put so many on the screen that you're just struggling to get by without any lag. And so between the lag, the number of Rip Van Fish, and the fact that it's a water level to begin with, probably one of my least favorite parts of the entire game. Alright, here we go. If we can eat a few of these suckers, we will, but... Alright, that's not... Look at this. Look at all these Rip Van Fish. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I already ate one. And look, there's a charging Chuck to boot, doing aquatics. Wow. So he does baseball, football, science, track, and now he's doing swim too. The dude is an all-American athlete. Alright, well, we did make it through with Yoshi intact, so that's pretty impressive. Alright, let's see if we can get all stars. See if I can even hit the darn thing. How am I going straight through it? I wish there was an option to skip these. They just frustrate me. Come on, look at that. How? How is that? Okay, you know what? Just get me out of here. You can keep your one-ups. Alright, and that will take us to Forest of Illusion 3, but before I lose track of all the secret exits. So we've done the secret exit and the regular exit here. We've done the regular exit, we need to do the secret exit for Forest of Illusion 1. Now, to do the secret exit here, we will have to, if we have Yoshi by the time we get to it, we will have to give up our Yoshi. Which is always sad, you know. Everyone loves Yoshi, but you gotta do it sometimes. Got it. Alright, let's see if we can do that one-up thing again. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so far so good. Look at this. I love the star on this game. Alright, so we are going to have to give up our Yoshi. He doesn't inflate with us, which is a bummer. Why can't you just inflate Yoshi too? I don't know. But you can't. Alright, now we will eventually deflate, and yeah, here we go. You can see us huffing and puffing. And secret exit. That takes us to a boo house, a forest ghost house. One of the you know, because we are about halfway through the game, maybe a little bit more than half, the ghost houses and the fortresses are getting very challenging. So we do have to watch our step as we go through this ghost house, and any ghost house or fortress going forward. Alright, I don't know what those things are. They're obviously dead or ghost versions of something. And they're cute. They look cute. But I don't want them to attack me. Alright, now luckily we've got 2 capes, so we don't have to go for any of these blocks, because the ghosts above us are not like regular ghosts. They don't get scared when you look at them. They're out for blood. They will dive bomb you, especially right here. If you mess around, they're just going to come for you. Alright. So skip that first door in that other room. You never go for the first door in a ghost house, right? Well, here's the first door. We'll go ahead and take it. But there's another door past this that you can take as well for the secret exit. Now that will take us all the way around to Forest of Illusion 4, and let's just go ahead and do it now that we're off on this little offshoot. Okay, now there's a 1-up that Lakitu is holding. I mean, I was gonna say don't get it, because once you do get it, as you can see, he's now tossing stuff like, give me that star. Oh. Messing around trying to get a star, and I ended up paying the price, didn't I? Okay, why are people on this level just tossing enemies around? This level sucks. Oh, and I missed my jump there. Are you kidding me? Oh, I got him. Get out of here. What the? I didn't hit that guy. Are you kidding me? Well, that's a real bummer, because that's where the secret exit is right there, and if you don't have a cape, good luck getting to it. But if you don't have a cape, there is a way to get to it. Just lure this guy over here, and we'll jump off of him. No problem. I mean, a slight problem. A little bit of an inconvenience. And that is the secret exit for Forest of Illusion 4. Now I'm going to come back and do the regular exit and the secret exit for the ghost house after we finish this little offshoot, because it's taking us to a fortress, and I'm just going to go ahead and go beat the fortress. Alright, this little area flies you through the forest. You can jump through or onto either platform, doesn't really matter. I guess if you're trying to get all the Yoshi coins, it matters. I'm not really going for those, though. Alright, that was a little bit risky, but I did want that cape after having lost mine. I'm a big fan of the cape, you know? I'm not saying leaf anymore. I haven't caught myself saying leaf anyways. I think I've broken that habit. I'm only saying cape feather. And I've really become a fan of it. Alright, I am sticking to this platform, but like I said, you can jump back and forth. You can be on the other platform. It's no big deal. Whichever one you want. You know what? Let's just jump to this one. Why not? Look how fast the background's moving. We are flying through the forest here. Let's jump back on this one. Alright. There's 3 1-ups over there. I don't know how to get them. I'm sure there's a way. But since we have 81 lives, I'm also happy to just let them go. Alright, now, secret exits only exist in regular levels or ghost houses. Secret exits don't technically count for fortresses or castles. So this fortress right here has 2 exits, but neither of them count as a star towards your save file. Luckily, you can easily see both of them as you go through the level, so we'll be doing the harder of the 2 exits, and hopefully I don't regret that, because it's very, very hard. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and call it a secret exit, because it's one of the most secret exits in the entire game, and I will say it is probably the most difficult way to exit the level in any level in the entire game. It's technically challenging, it's hard to find. There's nothing easy about it. I don't think I ever found it playing it as a kid. And you know, it wouldn't matter, you would never know, because your save file would say 96 and everyone would say, oh yeah, there's only 96. So you assume you've beaten every level in every way possible in the game, but you haven't, not until you've done this. Now you do have to get to the end of the level with a cape, and this is not exactly an easy fortress, so, you know, add another layer of difficulty, why not? but there is a single, if you're a big Mario, a Super Mario, at the end of the level there is a single cape. So if I got hit once right here, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I'm also trying not to have to use that. So here it is up here, here's the cape. Let it float down to us. Okay, now if you want to go the regular, oh what? Alright, I guess it doesn't matter in the end, but come on. You want to go the regular way, go that middle path and you'll get to the door that leads you to Reznor just fine. We could go in it, beat the level, and be off on our way. If you want to do the hard way, here it is. You gotta cross this sea of lava. Now you can actually spin jump on the fireballs and spin your way across the whole way, but that's actually even more difficult. I mean, there's probably like 20 fireballs you'd have to time off of. Now, a lot of people will say just fly right here, right? But that first fireball is gonna hit you. About half the time you hit that first fireball, so I don't know about that. This is a lot safer way, in my opinion, is to do your run jump from here. Okay, so here goes nothing. The most technically difficult and challenging exit in the entire game, in my opinion. Okay, so you have to stay high and you have to perform this perfectly, otherwise you'll get hit. Okay, here we go. And look at this, we're rewarded with 9 1-ups. Now anyone capable of performing that has obviously mastered the game in a way in which they don't need 9 extra lives. But here they are nonetheless. Okay, so with 68 seconds left, let's go kill ourselves some Triceratops. Some fire-breathing Triceratops. I don't know if that counts as a regular. I don't know what kind of animal they are. They're probably not just regular Triceratops because they're breathing fire. But we killed them nonetheless, knocked them into the lava. And I'm really actually pretty excited that we were able to complete that secret exit on the first try, because all it takes is one slip of the finger, of the thumb, to mess up that cape technique. Or even if you get it, say you could, oh, Star Road by the way, we'll come back and do that at the end of the game. Even if you are on track to do it perfectly, if you're not high enough, those fireballs are still going to hit you and knock you into the lava. So, extremely difficult. Alright, now, here we are. Just give me the 1-up. Wow, I jumped into him. You know what? I'm gonna go back and get that mushroom now that I've been hit. And maybe I can bop him. Oh, I thought I was gonna throw that up, but went straight. Okay, let's see if we can get a feather. Got it. I don't like this level. You know, it's difficult with this guy throwing enemies down at you. And I understand that that's like the point. It's supposed to be difficult. But it's difficult in a way that's really annoying. Alright, he's gonna go away for a little bit, but he'll be back, don't worry. We haven't seen the end of that asshole. Okay. Yep. Well, that was a real brief break, wasn't it? Let's see if we can throw this shell up at him. Oh. Got him. Maybe that'll get him to go away for a little bit. You can also throw these at him. If he comes back, maybe I should hang on to. Oh, it's a charging truck. Can he throw these at charging truck? Oh, you know what? I'm not staying around to find out. Get me out of here. So if you count the Fortress secret exit, there's actually 6 levels with secret exits. So we've done, let me just keep track of them here. We've done both exits on this, both on this, both on this. We still need to do the secret exit for the Forest Ghost House. And I'll show you something ridiculous once we do it about the secret exit for this level. It's designed to infuriate you, and it did infuriate me playing this as a young kid, because it just puts you in a circle. It doesn't take you anywhere. Alright, I don't want to die on this. This is a very easy level to die on if you're not paying attention. I've died on this level so many times when I shouldn't have. Alright, like I said, don't mess around jumping up, getting these blocks. With these ghosts are just itching to take you out. They'll start dive bombing us shortly. Look at that. Look at that. God, get out of here. Alright, so now we're going to take the second door. Now the second door is going to have a lunar moon 3 up for us. Okay, first door. We've done that one. Second door. Here it is. Nice little moon. And that puts us up at 94 lives. We're getting really close to 99. Now watch where this leads us on the map. Just takes us back. So the secret exit on this Forest of Illusion 1 takes us here, and the secret exit for Forest Ghost House puts us right back. How frustrating is that? Alright, Forest of Illusion 3. Now this level has the secret exit to get us out of this crazy forest, which is so hard to get out of. But first we'll do the regular exit, just to show you how it loops around. And there are a ton of enemies in these bubbles, which I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of, because every once in a while you'll like run into a bubble and it'll prevent you from jumping like the full length of your jump. And of course you end up dying. Okay, I'm not sure why they put that jump thing there. I mean, come on. What? This level sucks, I'm just gonna say it. These bubbles have no point. It's not even like a cool gimmick. It's just annoying. Alright, come on. Get me through this level. Alright, nothing in that block, huh? I try to stay high to get over them, but sometimes it's just not possible. Alright, oh, it's a charging chuck. That is like the last thing I need. Oh, good, I can throw those into him. Alright, so that's the regular exit. Now watch how it loops us around. Loops us around to nowhere. Oh, we're gonna get a bonus game first, though. I still wish you could skip these. A little option to skip them would be nice. Especially when you have 94 lives and counting. 97 lives and counting. Oh, 98. Oh yeah, we got the diagonal there too. So, if we hadn't died in Lemmy Koopa's castle, we'd be sitting at 99. But alas, Lemmy Koopa's castle is a tough one. Alright, so imagine me as a child sitting here in the forest thinking, what the hell is going on? Well, I did eventually figure out how to get my ass out of here, and it's in Forest of Illusion 3. Alright, so what's going to happen is there's a lot of tunnels on this level. Kinda, oh god. I was going to say I want to go down there and get Yoshi so I can start eating people, but I paid the price for it. Tons of tunnels on this level, right? One of these tunnels has the secret exit. And I believe, to make things extra frustrating, I believe you actually have to be Super Mario once you go into the tunnel, or you won't be able to access the key. And being Super Mario on a level like this actually isn't a given, so do be careful. And the tunnel's not one of these at the first, you got a ways to go. Alright, what the heck? There we go. Alright, I'm gonna need you, Yoshi. Don't run on me now. Alright, trying to stay high, stay high. It's a yellow tunnel. I'm not actually sure like which tunnel it is. It's just that every yellow tunnel from here on out would probably need... Oh, wait. Did I pass it? Oh, damn. That's not good. Maybe it's not a yellow tunnel. Where is it? Is it a green tunnel? Okay. Well, you see what I mean about, like, how the hell do you... Why is there a fish in the forest? Okay, well, I'm officially lost in the Forest of Illusion. Maybe this is it. Nope. Nope. I gotta say, I thought... Yeah, there's no way it's that far back. Something is afoot here. Something's not adding up. It is a tunnel. Is it this one? Alright, my new advice. Check every tunnel. I'm not seeing it though. Huh. Don't tell me it's a green tunnel. Oh, it's a green. Did I not try that tunnel? Oh, how annoying. Okay, this is why you have to be big to break these blocks. Get me out of the Forest of Illusion. Oh, this forest sucks. Alright, now the castle itself is pretty cool though. Look at this, it's Roy's castle. And all these Koopas are named after musicians. So this, I think, is Roy Orbison, who, if I'm not mistaken, did Pretty Woman. Kind of cool. Go from Ludwig von Beethoven to Roy Orbison. Ludwig von Koopa and Roy Koopa. Now, if I recall, yeah, this is a hard-ass castle. Shoot. Wish I had a cape for this. We'll be lucky if we get out of here without dying. I'm just gonna say that. This is one of those castles where if you're rusty like me and you haven't played this particular level in a very long time, it's just one of those things that even if you have the skill set and the knowledge, it can't be rusty, you know? Like, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so far so good though, right? Where are we going next? Down. See, like, that was tricky. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the falling sharp daggers above. Wow, okay. We still got this, though. I'm not gonna let that get me down. Okay, watch out for that. What is this P-switch for? What is that for? Oh, it dropped down a couple Bowser statues. How is that beneficial? It's not. They're trying to get us. Ooh, and they did get us. Okay, I gotta say, I'm unimpressed by how kind this castle is not being. We are now Baby Mario, entering in to face off against Roy. Roy. Okay, I want to try to take him out before he gets to the wall. Ooh, that was a daredevil jump right there. Almost hit the front aspect of him, which would have killed us. Okay, we got him before he got to the wall, though. You know, I think Roy Koopa is one of those Koopas that if you hit him with a couple fireballs, then you can hit him, you can just bop him on the head once. Man, I'm glad we made it out of there alive. Alright, we got ourselves a Yoshi egg. Oh, the demolition didn't work. Or it did work on us. Mario found his way through the Forest of Illusion and has put an end to Roy Koopa of Castle Number 5, onward to the dangerous but tasty Chocolate Island. Chocolate Island is not an easy world, but it's tasty, as noted here. And we will start off next time on Chocolate Island 1. We made it through the Forest of Illusion. We did the hardest secret exit on the Forest Fortress, the hardest secret exit in the game, with our expert flying technique and a little bit of luck, let's be honest. So that's it for now, and I will see y'all next time. Y'all take it easy. I'm out.